Okay, we're back. So now we have filtered out the materials. We only have very few materials left. This is good. So we skip the topology parts. Now we're going to work with the normal object tab type of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to set them to 0, 0, and 15, right? And this is going to be 10 and 0 and 0. I'm just lining them up right now, and then we're going to see what is wrong and where we're going to set the origin, and we're going to apply transforms, etc., etc. Right, so I'm just setting it to increments of being away from each other by 5 meters on the x-axis. You could do that any other way you like. It does not matter. This is just my way of cleaning it up and saving as much time. And as now you're going to see, this is why they don't line up. And the reason why they don't line up is also because I had a part of the plant that would show up at the bottom of the floor, like it's not important, right? And Roblox really fixes your errors. So as you can see, they're now all like this. So what I'm going to do, now you could apply transforms, and then later we're going to put them in a collection. I'm going to go back to the view layer up here. Up here, you click on this, and then view layer if you want to go back to where you were. And if you want to apply transforms, you can click here on options and then affect only origin. So if I select this and go down, it would select the exact origin, it would change the origin, but if I go here and type something, it wouldn't. So that's quite interesting. So I'm going to go do that. There is another way that I did, which is you can add an object, a mesh, and a plane, and then you put that plane in 0, 0, 0. I messed up the file because I used this tool, the second tool here, the cursor. So that creates the origin there. So I could just, if I select that and I put it here, then it should set the origin back, but obviously it's just eyeballing it. And then you could use the plane and then obviously put, so I have to go back to options and remove the origins. If I select the plane and I put it down here, and then I see it's negative 5.002. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it here, but then remove the 0 value, and then it goes up. Right, now this is extreme eyeballing. I would not do it like that. I would actually do is fix the plane exactly where I want the ground, where I want it to have been in the ground. So these parts I did not want them to show. And then I take that value and put it here, remove the negative. And then I can go to the origin point, options, origins, and then I set the origin point through pure eyeballing it. Right. But since I used the plane, I'm going to have to do that again after I've set the origin point. So let's put the plane at 5 and see what we have going on for us right now. So I'm going to do that. And then if I set this to 0, it would pop back up, as you can see. I'm going to go do this for all of them, right? So I'm going to go put this to negative 5. And then once I'm done, right, once I'm done, so you're basically just playing with moving the plane a bit up and then seeing the value to where you actually want the plant to start, seeing the value, and then copying that and pasting it while flipping the negative sign into a positive sign, and just keep going with that, right? And then after that we'll set them to 0. So I'm going to go do that again. Now right now, remember, I'm not affecting the origin, so I have to go and affect the origin and put this down here. Now you might be wondering, why is this moving? I have no idea. Could also be related to why the other thing would act all weird. So this looks fine, actually. So let's just go here for now. This is all rough. It's gonna get smoother in the near future. So I'm where I want to be. I'm gonna copy that value, go here, paste it, and there you go. And then I'm going to affect the origin and going down. I could also do GZ0, like Z0, but then it sets the 0 to where the object is. It does not go global. Kind of annoying, but so as you see, this is actually moved a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the axes to be in the exact origin point. And now I'm going to go again. You can delete the plane. We're going to go again and set it to where we wanted it to be. So -15, 0, and then 0. And then you're going to see it's aligned. This is where I want it to be. If it's not, I make sure that the origins is checked, and I go ahead and eyeball it again. Just repeat the process of eyeballing it. So now we're going to go back to -15 and 0. And as you can see, it's lined up exactly where I want it to be. So this is not lined up. So then I'm going to go here and put the y as 0, right? So because when you're changing the values here, you're not changing the origin, you're changing the whole thing, right? So I'm gonna put this to 0 and it's lined up. This is what I want. As you can see, because this is a bit rough, not everything has the exact same point on the ground that I wanted it to. So now if I put this to 0, 0, and 0, and then this one to 5, you can see it's moving correctly. So I want them all above the ground, above the 0, so this is great. So then we could just select. Why can't I just select normally? Okay, we could just select like this and Control A, apply all transformations. I'll do it again. Control A, apply all transformations. And then where is the origin point? It's exactly where it should be, right? So -10, -5, this one is not right. Let's put it at 5. So there's a problem with this one. Sorry, I made a mistake. I need to put it at -5. So it looks great. You see it, it looks perfect. This is exactly what I want. This is a bit above the ground. I could also change that a bit, and then if I do that, I have to put it down to 0 and then Control A, apply all transformations. So now it's ready. All I have to do is just select it, and so now that it's done, you're going to go to File and Export as a GLB, and then you're going to go into your file system and paste it in a folder. I'll go do that right now. So as you can see, it just got added, and then I'm going to open it. It's going to do absolutely nothing when you re-import it, doesn't matter. And then you're going to right click and new inherited scene. And now you see it's there exactly as you want it. If you wanted to add a Node 3D to give it a folder and stuff, I'm not really sure if that's going to be important. The reason why there's a folder in the Dandelion one is because there was a Blender collection. But let's go back to the logic. So in Roblox, there was a collision box and it was sliding around with the mouse. Here, that wasn't the case. Here, there's no collision here. It just gets stuck to where it's supposed to be. And I know I applied all transformations. So if I go to Blender and I open this, and it should show that it's not rotated, but it does say that it is. So I don't know why. And I don't know if this is going to be important, if you actually should apply, like I'm pretty sure I clicked Control A apply all transformations. But if you see that, you probably should fix it for now. I can't tell you how this is going to be important later, but I guess when I was group applying transformations, it didn't work properly. So this one went back to the origin. So this one is connected to something. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be happy with what I have now. It doesn't really matter too much because I don't have to, when I'm putting it inside my scene, I don't have to care about, I have to save this first. And I started the wrong scene. When I'm putting it inside the game, right, it doesn't matter at this point. So right now we just have this thing where I just put the entire packed array in. We'll figure it out later, but only when I click on the soil. But that's a problem for future me. All right, see ya.